Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke will be along, too, from the sideline. A quick check of our starting lineups. State Farm shows who will hit the floor first. First for the Lakers. Van Exel is out there with Jones. And the big guy in the middle, Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Fox, and it's Horry in at the 4 spot. And for the Bulls, Harper's out there with Michael Jordan. We've got Longley. Each and every night, so important to utilize that size under the basket, and you know he'll be contributing in every way he can here tonight. Then there's Pippen, and it's Rodman in at the 4 slot.
And the Bulls, as usual, were so tough at home last year, and it's a trend that's been building for quite a while now. I mean, they're just incredibly tough to beat when they play in front of their fans.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Harper against Van Exel. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Van Exel. The shot misses. So the Bulls will take it the other way. The second best record at home in the East for the Bulls, Steve, when you have the defensive presence they have in front. A friendly crowd, that goes right along with it. Boy, that can lock up an opposing team.
The other thing that helps you have a good home record is taking care of the ball, and they did that extremely well at home, Kevin. Second best turnover rate in the league in that category, so really just a very sound team. Nothing flashy, but very solid.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fox. Shaq passes to Fox. Shaq with a screen on Pippen. Horry. Rodman covering. Fox against Pippen. Fox, no good. On defense, the Lakers. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I caught up with head coach Phil Jackson. We talked about their strategy defensively, going up against such an explosive offense. He said, well, we've done our advanced scouting. We know where it is they like to get their shots and where they're most effective. The challenge is taking that information and using it out on the court. It's a great test for our players, and I'm eager to see how they respond. It'll be fun for us to watch, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. And it seems they have planned wisely for a matchup like this against a team that scores so proficiently.
Well, you can't just ignore the firepower they've got. You've got to plan for it. Map out a strategy, get guys shots, and see if you can get your team some momentum.
Well, if you don't do that, Steve, then you'll get burned. I mean, sounds like they're prepared for the challenge, though.
That's good.
Yeah, and he's been a player who always saves his best for last, Kevin. Absolutely thrives under pressure, and when some guys back down with the game coming down to the wire, he seems to be the one to take it up a notch.
And at the end of the day, Steve, you just have to respect his overall defensive acumen. I mean, it's not just one thing he does well at that end. He knows how to guard from A to Z.
Outside Pippen. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Gets it to go.
It's easy to take him for granted because we're so used to seeing him make those kinds of plays.
Here's Fox. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. The Bulls have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Shoots. They get it back. Outside Jordan. Fires the 3. Jordan with another miss. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Jones. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Both teams will make substitutions. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. For 3, Kerr. That's good. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Outside, Kobe. This is the J off the hasty drop step.
I thought he'd make that one, and that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Bulls. They lead by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. You guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too. You know, the Lakers didn't really have the bite on defense they once had last season, Kevin. It showed up in their inability to create turnovers. They were at the bottom of the league in terms of steals.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
No good on the free throw. Yeah, Clark, the Lakers dead last in steals, as you said. Below, a lot of teams that had a lot more trouble playing defense, like the Raptors and Bobcats. But I didn't sense the Lakers were jumping into passing lanes. They kind of set back in their defense, and we're trying to pack it in.
Yeah, well, that's playing to your personnel. When you've got 2 7-footers at the rim, you don't want those guys to get in foul trouble. So you really want to funnel players into the lane and to the baseline to have to shoot over the top of those guys. You don't want to be out in the passing lane taking all kinds of risks.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
2 hands for safety, 1 hand if you want major elevation.
That's right. That's right.
You know you can get up higher with 1 hand. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
It really is true. I mean, you can extend better with 1.
Well, whatever he did, whatever it was, it definitely worked, Clark.
The jump hook again, Chicago.
3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, we'd like to see a little more out of the defense. How about trying, guys?
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Kevin, interestingly, in the summer of 2011, Kobe Bryant flew to Germany to receive a special treatment on his knee, and it's made a huge difference for him. He said, "I'm not a big medicine techie guy, but I know my knee feels 90% better. I can run, I can jump, I can lift weights the way I want to lift weights. I can practice every day. Those are things I couldn't do last year." And guys, he liked the results so much, he went back to get the procedure on his ankle as well.
And Kobe's so dedicated, he leaves no stone unturned. Thank you, Doris. The Bulls making a switch here. Kukoc is checked in, so timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Chicago. The Lakers also making some changes. Bennett comes in for Shaq, and Derek Fisher is subbed in for Barry. Lakers trail by 15.
And you could actually see it on the Bulls' faces and in the body language of the players last season when Rose tore his ACL, Kevin. It just took...
Look out!
Did you see that?
Oh, we got to see that one again, guys. We've got to see that again.
I need a replay. I'm not sure what I just looked at.
And the Lakers making a change here. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, basically a middle-of-the-road type free throw shooting team, about 76% a year ago.
Kukoc from outside. On the wing, Kukoc. And it's Kukoc again missing. Hangs in the air, and the layup is good.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Fisher with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Tipped. It's stolen by Rodman. And they're pushing it up. Feeds it to Kukoc. And that one's good.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for them. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Now, they're finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better now.
You know, I thought this was the kind of play they needed in the first quarter, but as I always like to say, it's better late than never.
Van Exel. That's good.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
Up above 50% shooting now for the game, guys, and they'll definitely take that. It's defense where they need to key in.
And 3 from Jordan. The rebound by the Lakers. And it's the Lakers on the break. Fisher's running. Van Exel. Rodman covering. Passes to Bennett. And there's the pass to Fisher. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. No good from Campbell. It's off his foot. And the official saying it was kicked. So Chicago ends up going with the new group A big group substitution here for the Lakers. For three, Kerr, and the shot is good. Kerr's got 6 points. 15 seconds left in the first half of basketball. A pass to Fox. Over Kerr. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Obviously, he's not afraid of physical play, but he still needs to play in control.
And he definitely wasn't in control that time. Everybody in the building knew it was an over-the-back call.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. Here's Pippen. No good on that last second attempt there. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Bulls lead by 14. Well, folks, stick around here.
Now, presented by Sprint.
This is Damon Bruce, ready to bring you the halftime report on 2K Sports. Let's go. Chicago with the lead against the Lakers. Textbook defensive play on their part. You couldn't draw it up any better. Michael Jordan just having his way against the defense of the Lakers. High percentage looks in the first half. Amazing work from the field. Shooting in the high 60s. That's big-time bucket buying. There's no quitting the Lakers. They came to win. They've done all the little things, made all the hustle plays, and that's been the difference. Robert Horry making the most of his minutes. A lot of great production out of Shaq as well. And that'll be it for us here. Thanks so much for joining me. Now it's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. We hope to see you around next time.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
How about Michael Jordan in this one? He's got 13 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
They sure have, and clearly he's gotten in their heads because of it, Clark. You guys are looking over their shoulder now, always worrying about where he is.
First team.
Harper against Van Exel. Launches a three, gets the bucket. Van Exel's got 5.
Now they gave him just a little bit too much breathing room there. Well, there's some very popular destinations for free agents around the league. Chicago, New York, Miami. But for me, the Lakers are still the premier market for players. You know, big city, a history of winning with the Laker organization, and fantastic weather, of course.
Fox.
I like that foul. You don't want to give up an easy 2 in transition.
No, you don't want to give up a layup. Make him earn them from the stripe, and maybe you get a break and he makes only one of the free throws or misses them both.
Well, he's a shooter, and I think you have to watch for him to drift to that corner spot. That's his favorite spot on the floor. And anytime the offense is flowing, he'll just kind of drift out of sight into that corner, and if a teammate can find him, he'll knock it down.
And also, Steve, I think he's the definition of a lockdown defender. It doesn't matter what style of player he's up against. He can handle just about anything that's thrown at him.
And, Steve, to follow up on your point, the whole aspect of Hollywood has always been a big lure for the Lakers as far as recruiting Clark free agents.
We've seen it over the years with all the big names they've gotten to sign in free agency. No doubt about it, the Lakers are still one of those destination teams for a lot of players in the league.
Here's Jordan. Drops one in from the wing. Jordan's got 15.
Boy, he's been good offensively tonight. I really like what I've seen.
And the Lakers call time here.
Not exactly the way the Bulls wanted to perform in the playoffs last year, Kevin. And Derrick Rose, when he tore his ACL in the first game of the opening round, it was something they couldn't quite recover from.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. 1:30 left in the third quarter. Fisher dishes to Kobe, and stolen by Jordan. Goes up.
Ridiculous. Pour it down that time. Guys, I'm going to need just a second to get myself together here.
Leaves you speechless, doesn't it, Clark? Wow.
Man, I don't blame you, Clark. That dunk was unbelievable.
The Sprite replay really gave you a good look at the action. No good from Campbell, but credit to the Bulls. They did get a couple of wins before falling to the 76ers in 6, but once Rose went down, their hopes, and Noah too, I guess, for a degree, their hopes at a title were probably out the window, Steve.
Yeah, no question. It was a tough way to wrap up what was a fantastic regular season for the Bulls. But, you know, you need luck to win the playoffs. You got to be good, but you've got to be lucky. And unfortunately for the Bulls, their luck was all bad last season.
Lakers trail by 12. 4-on-3 break. Three-pointer. A strong effort on the rebound. Nets the second chance points.
Nice putback. That's why you want guys working hard on the boards at both ends of the floor.
The drive by Jordan. Rebound the Lakers.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Passes it to Campbell. Blunt. Oh, the one-hand jam.
Well, they're pulling closer every possession, really playing well now.
Well, they've ratcheted it up a bit here. I mean, expending a lot of energy, but you know what? They're back in it now.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Bulls out front. They lead by 8. And welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Who's had the Sprite uncontainable game in this one? Well, let's send it out to our Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. Well, it was the stretch by the Bulls that garners the uncontainable game today. It's been mostly about managing the lead for them as they got to work early and built this lead in the first quarter. Just great play on both ends of the court by them.
Thank you, Doris. And how many times, guys, do we see a run like this become the difference maker in the outcome of a game?
Well, that usually is the case, Kevin, when one team can get on a run like they did, where they just feel so dominant offensively. More often than not, that's going to be the difference in the game.
And in this game, even at the very beginning of that run, you could sense the momentum getting ready to take a huge swing. And swing it did, fellas. Swing it did.
The Bulls leading by 6. They need to get going. For 3, Pippen gets it to go.
Man, they are both lighting it up here.
Exciting basketball, Steve. I mean, it's been back and forth, each side dropping in points every chance they get. Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
There's the triple, and the Bulls another 3.
Getting a feel out there from long range, guys. That's his second 3 of the half.
And the Lakers call time here.
You know, the Lakers have long been the pride of the West for the better part of the century, but every so often they can hit tough stretches, and last year they had a hard time with the East.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach as he addressed his team. He told them, no holding back. I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, ask for a sub. No time to rest now. Let's get after it. Kevin, he wants everything they've got.
Yeah, they just couldn't do what the rest of the Western Conference playoff teams did against the East, and the Lakers, Steve, were 9 up and 9 down, right at 500.
Yeah, kind of surprising, given that the East was the weaker conference for sure. I would have expected a better record from the Lakers. They really got off to a slow start, particularly on the road, and I think that cost them a little bit at the end.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Fox. Again, the Lakers.
Nice piece of work there. Find a little space and pull the trigger.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're in front by 11. 1:21 left here in the fourth quarter. Derek Fisher's checked in for Van Exel. 1:21 left to play here in the fourth. And it's Pippen missing.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt.
Here's Fox. Rebounded by Wennington.
Shot seems to be a little awry today, just off a fraction. They've got to have him pick it up, though, and soon.
And Pippen gets it to go.
This has all been about him this quarter. I mean, their lead is safe if he keeps up this kind of play.
The dish to O'Neal. And the Lakers making a change here. Van Exel's checked in. Here's Van Exel. Ori kicks the shot. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Really a careless mistake there, huh?
And that's just the type of play they can't afford.
Bulls have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Jones.
Well, he's been scoring pretty well on just a few attempts. It might help them out if he was a bit more assertive.
Back to Pippen. Got a piece of it. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Van Exel. Good.
That's grace over power, guys. That finger roll gets him 2 points. Impressive stuff.
The Bulls shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. From downtown, and Jones pulls it down. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
And even that might not be enough.
Yeah.
Steve, what do you think?
No, I don't see it. Very little chance of a comeback. I think this is over. That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
For 3, Kerr. That's good. And the Bulls lead by 10.
Well, the outcome is not in question now. They've got it all wrapped up.
Agreed. I mean, they're just looking to simply run the clock out now.
Long range from the inbound. He buries it.
Well, they are not exactly taking their foot off the gas just yet.
No, they want to throw a little bit of whipped cream and some cherry on top of this one.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Jordan.